Hello and welcome back to my channel, The Future Empress. My name is Anna and today I am coming with yet another Readathon TBR video. This time around it's the Stranger Things Readathon, which is hosted during the whole of September, so this time it's gonna be a bit more chill. Since I'm starting university the 1st of September actually, I don't know how much time I will have on my hands to read or prioritize reading for that matter. I'm still gonna go ahead and try. I don't know if I'm gonna be vlogging though, since it's a whole month of vlogging, and I'm probably not gonna read more than the 6 challenges. For this round of the readathon, there is teams. So there's... Sorry, my dog is sitting right in front of me. There is 3 teams, and those are Scoop's Troop, Griswold Family, and Eagle's Nest. I'm gonna take the BuzzFeed quiz to see which group I fit into. I already did that and I'm gonna insert a clip here. So let's get into the quiz. Are you more Scoop's Troop, Griswold Family, or Eagle's Nest from Stranger Things 3? The first question is, how would your friends describe you? Funny, caring, brave, outgoing, smart, or sweet? I think brave. Where's your go-to spot at the Starcourt Mall? Sam Goody, Hot Dog on a Stick, Orange Julius, Claire's, The Gap, or Walden Books? I think we all know it's gonna be Walden Books. Pick a bitching 80s track to jam out to. Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics, Take On Me by Aha, Don't Stop Believing by Journey, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, Uptown Girl by Billy Joel, Just Like Heaven by The Cure. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. I think everyone knows that by now. Pick an ice cream flavor. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, cookie dough, pistachio, or caramel swirl. It's either vanilla, because I'm basic like that, or cookie dough, or caramel swirl. But I think I'm gonna go with cookie dough. That's tends to be my favorite. Pick an iconic Stranger Things 3 quote. You can't spell America without Erica. I said 3 inches. Touch my butt, I don't care. I dump your ass. How many children are you friends with? I want you to feel safe. So, the iconic quote, how many children are you friends with? It's just so funny every time. Like, honestly, I love that quote. Pick something important from Stranger Things. Eggos, Bob, Alphabet Wall, Dungeons and Dragons, Steve's Bat, or Scoops Ahoy. I'm gonna go with the Alphabet Wall because that's just so aesthetically Stranger Things, honestly. Finally, pick a villain to defeat. The Russians, Billy, the Mind Flayer, the Upside Down, the Demigorgon, or Mayor Larry Klein. So... Billy is my favorite villain out of everything though. But I have to pick a villain to defeat? I think I'm gonna go with the Russians. I don't know. I think that's just a fun villain to defeat, I think. I'm gonna go with the Russians. Scoop's Troop. So, yeah, I was hoping that I would get Scoop's Troop, but I didn't want to just choose Scoop's Troop. I wanted to take the quiz and see which pairing or group I would end up with for the readathon, and I got Scoop's Troop, which was the group I wanted to support during this readathon. I'm gonna give you back to future me where I tell you my TBR, because now I have to go and decide it. So the group that I got through the quiz was Scoop's Troop. So I have 6 different challenges I'm gonna find books to. I am gonna be reading the 6 challenges under Scoop's Troop, and maybe if I finish them early, I'm gonna read some of the other. I'm gonna use the Stranger Things Readathon bingo board to get inspiration for other reads and just do the bingo for the fun of it. But yeah, let's get into my TBR of Scoops Troop. So the first challenge of Scoops Troop is Dustin, which is read a sci-fi book. Hello, Penny. Hello. And for that one, I am going with An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. Only thing I know about this one is that it's about a girl who witnesses aliens or a spaceship or something and uploads it online and gets instantly famous because of it. And I've heard that this reads more as contemporary than sci-fi, but it still has sci-fi elements in it. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I borrowed this one from the library. The second challenge is Erica, which is read a middle grade, and for that one I chose Skammertegnet by Lene Kaaberbøl. This is The Shamer's Sign in English, I think. It's the second book of The Shamer's Daughter in a quartet. Yeah, it's a 4-book series, and this is the next one that I have to read. The third challenge is Robin, which is read a book with a female/female relationship, and I am going to be rereading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Talia Jenkins Reid. I read this originally by audiobook the first time around I read it, and this time I want to physically read it and annotate it and just fully enjoy it. Also, this is the pick for September for the Late Nights Book Club, which is hosted by Elias, Joel, and the plot of this one I think everyone knows at this point, because this was such a hype book last year, or late 2018, early 2019. But yeah, I really love this book. It's one of my all-time favorite books, and I can't wait to reread it. The fourth challenge is Steve, which is read a popular book, and I went on my Goodreads physical shelf TBR and just selected the amount of ratings on Goodreads, so the total of amounts of ratings on Goodreads, and picked the first book that had most ratings, and that one was The Great Gatsby by Fitzgerald. And yeah, I'm not mad about reading this one since it's one of the most anticipated classics on my TBR, and I actually can't wait to read it. I loved the movie and I've heard great things about the book. So the fifth challenge is USS Butterscotch, read a sweet contemporary book, and for that one I am gonna read Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which I'm sure you already heard of, like similar to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This year it's been Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I've literally seen everyone reading this book, so it's an adult romance, however, so it's not a sweet YA romance, but I still think it's gonna be a sweet read, and I'm gonna be listening to it on audiobook. The sixth and last challenge is Starcourt Mall, which is read a book that you've recently bought or received, and for that one I'm gonna go with Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky, Albertalli, and Aisha, Saeed. I recently bought this one 2 weeks ago. It was during the reading rush. So that is my TBR for the Stranger Things Readathon. I really love Stranger Things, if you couldn't tell by my t-shirt and just participating in this readathon. However, I actually haven't finished season 3 of the TV show. I got halfway through. I was kind of distracted with life in general, so I paused, and I was gonna rewatch the whole season when I was in a better headspace to fully consume every bit of goodness that is the Stranger Things, because season 2 was really good and this beginning of season 3 was just literally amazing. I hope I can actually watch season 3 during September as well. It would be a nice fit as I'm going to be participating in the Stranger Things Readathon. But yeah, that is it for my TBR of basically September. I'm gonna be reading more books probably, but this is like I am going to read you for sure TBR. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. Bye!